Next on the agenda today, we have Jon Brewton, founder and CEO at Data², and John Stegeman, product specialist at Neo4j. They'll be discussing the best path for taking Gen AI from pilot to scalable, production-ready applications.
Super exciting stuff, John. And I'm kind of jealous. I've lived and worked on a few continents myself, but not all of them. And exciting for sure. Maybe it's a good segue. Tell us about Data² and what you guys are up to, and what kind of problems you're trying to solve for your customers.
Yeah, look, Data², as we sit today, is a leader in the generative AI market, particularly as it pertains to trust, traceability, and explainability. Our flagship platform that we created, Review, excels by integrating a bunch of really diverse data types, ensuring along the way as we integrate these things that there's full transparency into how those things are being done and ultimately how they're connected. In doing this, we really empower our clients to make confident data-driven decisions with a full view of the value chain impacts associated to any one thing that they'd like to lever. And so that really creates unparalleled precision, just in terms of how the models are developed, but more specifically, how you interrogate these models, use the information and the relationships between these. In these environments, we're dealing with a bunch of different data types. So we're dealing with structured, unstructured, high frequency, video, transcripts. It's kind of everything, anything, all at once. And that's pretty common to high reliability industries. There's a lot of stuff that drives how we act, what we do, what we plan to, what we're required to report. And there's a lot of stuff that we capture as a byproduct of the reliability necessity of those operations so that we can get a well-rounded picture. But really connecting those things is not really simple. So I'll give one example that I think is really important, or at least valid for what we're talking about now. We're lucky enough to participate in the Catalyst Accelerator program in Colorado Springs, focused on space and space domain awareness and really AI applications at broad. Through the Air Force Research Labs and the Naval Research Laboratory. And so we had an opportunity as a byproduct of that to try to find something novel to use information for. And we picked up an intelligence use case. Now, this intelligence use case was interesting because it's really differentiated data. It's a combination of reports, high frequency transactional data, and in general, a bunch of geolocation information. And so pulling these things together in different formats and making connections between them is the job of an intelligence analyst. It's what they do on a day-to-day basis. It's how they create value and safeguard our country. And in general, that's no easy task. And these guys got together and we were able to take a case study that they use as a capstone project and really internalize all that information to see what we could do with it. Usually takes 6 analysts, 6 weeks to complete their investigations, and the average score is around 75%. We didn't know how we'd do. And so we wanted to really pull some information in and see what we could do. We solved that case in about 14 hours. We identified hidden connections that the author of the case wasn't even aware of in the data. And we resolved about 53 additional entities, which is about 10% more resolution in the information as a byproduct of our process. So that's roughly a 98% efficiency savings, at least in terms of the time, hours, and effort that goes into it. And so, you got to ask yourself, what kind of value would that create for your company or your business? And so that was really a jumping off period for us. Yep. I think a combination of things, our sector specific understanding and expertise being applied with some pretty novel approaches to data ingestion, enrichment, aggregation, and really reasoning positions us, at least within the context of the industrial sectors and high reliability environments, to give our customers the right starting point and the right methods for really generating a lot of value for their business.